Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ruchi Agarwal. I welcome you to web-based programming class. Today's topic is sessions. So PHP has built-in support for sessions, handling all cookie manipulations for you to provide persistent variables that are accessible from different pages and across multiple visits to the site. Sessions allows you to create multi-page forms such as shopping carts, save user authentication information from page to page, and store persistent user preference on a site. For first-time visitor is issued a unique session ID. By default, the session ID is stored in a cookie called PHP session ID. If user's browser does not support cookies or has cookies turned off, the session ID is propagated in the URL within the website. Every session has a data stored with it. You can register variables to be loaded from data store when each page starts and saved back to the data store when the page ends. Registered variable persist between pages and changes to variables made on one page are visible from others. For example, add this to your shopping cart. Link can take user to a page that adds an item to a registered array of item in the cart. That registered array can then be used on another page to display the contents of the cart. So sessions are started automatically when a script begins running. A new session ID is generated if necessary, possibly creating a cookie to be sent to the browser and loads any persistent variable from the store. So this is an alternative way to make data accessible across various pages of an entire website through PHP session. Session creates a file in a temporary directory on the server where registered session variables and their values are stored. This data will be available to all pages on the site during that visit. When a PHP script wants to retrieve the value from a session variable, PHP automatically gets the unique session identifier from PHP session ID cookie and then looks into its temporary directory for the file bearing that name, and a validation can be done by comparing both values. Session ends when the user loses the browser or after leaving the site. The server will terminate the session after a predetermined period of time, commonly 30 minutes duration. So PHP session tracking works by combination of the hidden fields method and a cookie method. Because of the advantages of the cookie, PHP will use them when the user's browser support them. Otherwise, session ID will be passed along with the URL. Session function themselves operate at a more abstract level and take care of checking for cookie support by themselves. So you can start a PHP session. To start a PHP session, we use session underscore start function in our script. So PHP session is started by making a call to session underscore start function. This function first checks if a session is already started, and if none is started, then it starts one. This function will check whether a session exists already. If it exists, it loads the registered session variables so that we can use those variables in our script. If not, it will create a new session. Session can also be started when we register a session variable. You can keep a track also. In order to keep a track the data from one script to another, we need to store that data. So that is also possible. You can destroy also PHP session by using session underscore destroy function. So storing a session variable correct way to store and retrieve session variable is to use PHP. We will use $_session variable. Whatever data we have stored in this $_session variable, it will be available until our session expires. So before storing data into a session, we need to start the session. So we will first mention session_start and then $_session and then whatever name in square bracket you will mention that, and then equal to and the value. So name is the key. So here in this case views is the key and the value will be after equal to sign, that will be the value. So here in this example we are assigning value 1 to views. First we are starting the session and then we store session data, and now you want to retrieve this data. Echo page views equal to $_session and views. So the output will be page views equal to 1. You are first storing session data and then you are retrieving that session data. Now coming to destroying a PHP session. So as I have told in the previous slide also, we can destroy PHP session. We'll see with the help of example also. So you can first clear the data from session. So for clearing data from session, we can use unset function. Unset $_session and then the name of the session. We can clear all data, all the data stored in the session with the help of session_unset function. If we have used session_register function to store data into the session, we need to use session_unregister function to clear the data from the session. And for destroying a session, we can destroy the session by calling session_destroy function. So here in this case, for deleting some session data, we are using unset and session_destroy function also. Unset function will free the specified session variable. First we are starting the session_start if is set $_session views, unset $_session views. You can completely destroy the session by calling session_destroy function. So if we are using this, it will session_destroy, it will reset your session and you will lose all your stored session data. This is how you can destroy your session. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.